Jesus promised to give you the Holy Spirit. Can you imagine trying to send a group text using pen, paper, and the post office? Imagine writing out letters by hand to your 5 closest friends, buying stamps, stuffing envelopes, and mailing them to 5 different addresses. After waiting for 2 or 3 days, the letters would start arriving at your friends' houses. Then, each would respond with a letter of their own, making copies for each person in the group and waiting a few more days for each reply. Phew! I'm exhausted just thinking about it. It seems silly since you can accomplish the same thing in a few seconds using your smartphone. The Holy Spirit works sort of like that. He makes it possible for Jesus to communicate with every single one of his followers in real time across the globe. Jesus could only be in one place at a time. His first disciples didn't know much about the Holy Spirit or his purpose. That's why Jesus spent his last days on earth preparing them for his death. They didn't know he was about to die, and they certainly didn't understand why. So, instead of trying to dump his entire plan on them all at once, he made them a promise.
He said that when he left he'd send someone else in his place, the Holy Spirit. Jesus wasn't saying that they would be trading their relationship with him in exchange for the Spirit. Instead, the Holy Spirit would come alongside them and help them understand everything Jesus had taught. Plus, the Holy Spirit could teach them new things as they learned to hear his voice. When the Holy Spirit came, he would lead them to the truth. He wouldn't have his own agenda, but he would be totally committed to completing Jesus' mission on earth. In fact, the Holy Spirit would do everything to bring honor to Jesus. He would relay messages straight from Jesus into the hearts and minds of all his followers. But, here's the best news of all, that promise wasn't just for the disciples who were sitting around that night. It was also for you. Think about how that changed the game. Before Jesus gave us access to the Holy Spirit, Jesus was the single source of information, and he was limited to physically being in one place at a time. He had to spread his message one crowd at a time. But, when the Holy Spirit made his home in the heart of every believer, Jesus' message was engraved into our hearts. Now, without cell towers or smartphones, the Holy Spirit can speak directly into our hearts and minds. Tomorrow, we'll begin to explore his amazing power that's available to us anytime or place.
If this is your first time visiting this channel, kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell icon to be part of this blessings. Kindly share with us in the comments section below how the word has impacted your day. Thank you.